What's up, guys and gals? It's been a minute. It's been a long time. In fact, it's been more than 3 years. First of all, I guess I need to explain myself. I just kind of ghosted y'all. I disappeared without any explanation. I've always been transparent on the channel about my fight with cancer, so I don't blame you if you assumed that I'd lost that fight. I haven't yet, but it did come back and it required another massive surgery. It took a lot out of me. Literally, I mean, it took 2/3 of my intestines. And I thought I'd never be out here on the water again. I shouldn't have been, but I was kind of embarrassed about what cancer had reduced me to. Aside from that, as much as I love kayak fishing and sharing my adventures via videos, it isn't the top priority in my life. My family and my faith come first, so I had to focus on that when my health failed. I do apologize though for just disappearing. If it ever happens again, I will update you. I'm strong now though. I put in the time in the weight room so that I won't have to hold back out here. Now that that's out of the way, as you can see, I am not in Southwest Florida anymore. I moved to coastal Georgia. There's a lot of really pretty redfish habitat here, so chasing those spots will be a focus of the channel. Nearshore, offshore cobia, tripletail, and bull reds is also a possibility here, so we may try that. Now this particular day I spent hours exploring this maze of little creeks and back bays that were chock full of oyster reefs. It was some of the most ideal redfish habitat I've ever seen, but they were nowhere to be found that day. In fact, on my depth finder I wasn't seeing any bait in the water. There was no activity. I mean, typically when there's redfish around, you're going to hear them busting on bait. You're going to see stuff jumping out of the water. You're going to see birds in the area. You're going to see wakes, but there just was no activity. It was dead calm and quiet out there. So finally, I realized that I was wasting my time. I made a move to the outside. I left that little creek system and I went out to the mouth of the Savannah River. And here's what happened. I discovered out there on the water that I need new GoPro batteries, so to conserve battery I wasn't able to get the hook set, but I'll rectify that before next time.
And I had to paddle through some rough stuff to find a fish today. I think that's a slot though. I just landed on the reef. Oh. This is not good. I wasn't paying attention to where I was going and I landed on the reef. Sorry, buddy, I'll let you breathe in a minute. I gotta get off these rocks. Okay. Hopefully I can avoid crashing into the reef again. All right, he just dropped the bait. Get a quick picture. I can see he's too big, so it's just over slot. He might measure, but he's a pretty fish. Look at all those spots. I want to let that guy go. What a beautiful fish. Oh my goodness. What a mess out here in the wind. I think he's about ready. There he goes. All right, let's get off his reef before we crash. All right, guys, so I fished inshore for quite a while today with absolutely no payoff. So I decided to come out here and fish these oyster reefs that I had seen on Google Maps. But it actually paid off. We got a fish finally, got the skunk out of the boat, but conditions are getting rough. It's not really safe for me to keep fishing that reef because it's too easy to run aground there once I've hooked a fish in these conditions. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.